Hello and welcome back to another episode of Meta Ads for E-commerce. And today we're going to talk about remarketing and how to set it up for your business. Now, all of us have experienced remarketing at some point in our life. All right, you are at a website, seeing and browsing a product, and then you leave it and go back to your Instagram. And while you're browsing, within few minutes, you see an ad which contains the exact same product. All right, and personally, this is what got me into digital advertising in the first place because I was like, dude, this shit is cool. I mean, this is crazy, right? And that is how I started, and I know a lot of people who started that way. With that being said, we'll see how it actually works, what is the logic behind it, and how to set it up for your business. And towards the end, I'll also share a golden hack as to how to make the how to get the best out of remarketing for your business so that you get maximum results, and in our case, maximum sales. So, with that said, let's get directly into it. As usual, I've drawn a diagram to show you a very simple sales process. Someone clicks on your ad, ends up with the product page, cart page, and thank you page. Simply, right? But what happens is a lot of people click on the ad, but only few people end up buying from you. And a lot of people who come here in this section or any other section they end up not buying from you because of whatever reason. It can be maybe because the time was not right. Maybe they got distracted. Someone called them out and they were like, okay, I'll buy it later. Or they just thought, okay, now is not the time. I'm interested in the product, but now is just not the right time. That is what we do as well. If you go to any supermarket or if you are going to any mall, you see a product and then you're like, okay, let me just go ahead, see if I can find a better product at a cheaper price. And if I cannot, I'll come back to it, right? We as humans need time, and same goes when you're shopping online, right? So what we can do is, and this is a very powerful feature, what we can tell Meta is, Meta, I want you to create audience of all the people who came till here, and I want to show them an ad again. I want to show them multiple ads so that I keep reminding them, oh hey, my product is still there, and come buy it, come buy it, come buy it, come buy it. And this builds a recall in their head to actually go and buy it, right? This is how remarketing works. Now, how to actually set it up, let's check it out. So we are here in the ads manager. Once you're in the ads manager, just go to all tools, go down, and you'll see the options for audiences. Once you click on this, you'll come to something that looks like this. Now we'll click on create audience, and there are multiple options here. In fact, three options: custom audience, lookalike audience, and saved audience. Now, if you don't know what these are, check out my previous video where I have mentioned what it is exactly and what is the difference between all of them and how do you actually set it up. You'll see the link somewhere here, so make sure you check it out. In this case, we are going to click custom audience, and again we have a lot of sources. This time we're going to click on website and select next, right? It's asking us for the pixel. You select the pixel that works best for you. For me, it's this one. It's my current one. We'll select all website visitors. Now we have an option to select all website visitors. Basically, if suppose this is a dummy website that I made just to show you guys. It's a very rough website. I've just added few dog products, right? So when you select all website visitors, which means people who came here or people who went here or on this page or on this page, whatever page it might be, right? But what we want is to target a very specific page, right? So we'll click on people who visit specific web pages. Retention can be anything. I think it allows you to do up till 180 days, so you can select 60, 90 depending upon your product and the frequency of people buying it, right? If your product is, let's say, furniture, people take a lot of time to actually make the decision, so you can have a longer retention period for the same. Next is now this is where we select URL contains, and what we do is we come here, and this is our product page. Like I mentioned here, this is a product page. So what we do is we copy this entire URL and we paste it here. Remember to always remember to remove this part. Yes, right. Now what we are telling Meta is that create an audience which includes people who visited this website in the past 60 days, and then we can show them whatever ad we want. Creative and everything, you can set up whatever you want, but this is how you set up the audience. Now, I'll just let you know a quick hack that you should use. You should do this, but you should also exclude people who visited, just a second, people who visited specific web page. And here you can select, um, let's say, people who actually bought from you. So the thank you page, what you have to do is you have to select the URL of this page and put it here. Okay, it can be whatever. So what you're telling Meta is, include people who came to here, but exclude the people who actually bought from me, right? Suppose 100 people came here and 20 people bought it, right? So you want to actually target those people who did not buy from you, which is all those 80 people, not the 20 people who have already bought from you. Because what will you do by showing them the ad? Which is why we exclude the ad, so that we don't waste money on these people, right? So here, and again, we'll make this 60 and you'll put the link here. You'll name, I am not able to do it because again it's a very dummy website. I cannot find the thank you link, but you'll be able to do it very easily. Next is what the name of the people who visited Doggo page. And they like that people visited Doggo page but did not buy it. Like who visited Doggo in 60 days, excluding purchases. As simple as that. And you click on create audience. Again, this is another custom audience that we're creating. We've spoken about this before, but this is how you can create an audience for retargeting as well. And what we do here is we go to campaigns. Whenever we're setting up a campaign, we go to the ad set section. And in the audience, we come here, switch to original audience option, use original audience. Yeah, what we do is we select a custom audience and we write the name and we select this one, people who visited Dogbo page, and that's it. The rest of the process is simple. You go and you put in the ad. Now this is important, what ad you put, but this is the setup of it. You go ahead and make it like any other campaign, like any other ad set. You put a copy, you put an ad, and then you publish it. All right, now that we understood the mechanism of remarketing and how to set it up, let's understand the psychological aspect of remarketing and what and how to get the best out of your remarketing efforts. Right. So some types of remarketing campaigns are, one is scarcity, second is offer, and third is personal. This is something that I have noted down, but you can be very creative with remarketing and do different types as you wish, right? But number one is scarcity. What you do is when you see that people came to your cart, okay, and then they did not purchase, or they came to your product page but they did not purchase, maybe somewhere the issue is with the price, that maybe they're finding it a little more expensive. So what you can do is you can run a remarketing ad, where the ad looks something like this, let's say, and you again put the same product, whatever it is, a moisturizer, I mean whatever you are running for. In our case it's a dog bow, and you can put a coupon code here. No, sorry, we're talking about scarcity, my bad. You can make the ad in such a way where you say only 5 units left, or offer ending in next 2 days, or something like that. Basically something which is telling the person, hey look, I know you were interested in my product, but maybe you are planning to buy it in the future, but it's not going to be there forever. We have only limited units, come and buy it right now. So this creates a sense of urgency in the mind of the person, and they tend to buy it, make the decision today instead of 4 days later. That is a type of remarketing. Second type of remarketing is offer remarketing, which I was talking about, where in your ad you mention, let's say, a coupon code that, last 20, for example, get 20% off, use code last 20, right? So this gives them the extra nudge, the final nudge which they need to actually make the decision of purchasing your product. And third is personal. Now this is where a lot of people go wrong with remarketing, and it gets a little creepy and people get irked off, right? And this is one of the difficult parts of remarketing, and this is what separates average advertisers with great advertisers. All right. So I once saw an ad. It was actually for a book, and the guy was so smart. What he did was he retargeted all the people who visited the website, and he just showed them a very simple ad. Now in the ad there was a chair, let's say a stool or something, and on that a skeleton was sitting. Okay, it was a skeleton, and in bold text it was written, um, me still waiting for you guys to purchase my book. As simple as that. Okay, that was the text. I might be a little off here and there, but that was the ad overall. So he was basically using humor. He was telling people, dude, I've almost died because I've waited so much for you guys to purchase my book, right? And this ad, I remember a lot of people were talking about this because it is quite amusing, and you are like, oh, dude, this is very smart, right? So my point is that you should use a lot of creativity in remarketing. Try to burst the pain points. Try to address the objections that people might be having, right? Maybe the prices are, so you can make an ad saying, don't think about this, don't think about spending 20 rupees or 1000 rupees extras. This will help you get shitload of money in the future, right? So this is a personal type of remarketing. Now understand this, that a lot of people get creeped out because some people try to make it too personal. They're like, oh, I'm watching you, right? Or I've been watching that you're trying to purchase my product, right? That gets a little creepy. So just be mindful of this, to not use terms like this. So these are mainly the three types which I mostly use, but you can create a buttload of these and make a lot more remarketing campaigns. It does not matter. And now it's time for the secret or golden hack that I talk about in every video. And basically, these are the hacks which separate average advertisers and top advertisers, because not a lot of people know this, and this comes only from experience. So, whenever I give you this, it is coming from my own personal experience of running ads. And the tip is, see, a lot of people are targeting this section for remarketing, right? Whenever someone lands on your website. But what I suggest and what I've seen working is, you should also target on the ad level. See, I'll tell you something, right? If I draw a line in between, mhm, let me take the color blue, right? See, everything on this side is on the website side, but everything on this side is on Meta side. Like Meta has 100% control over this data. And post iOS 14, Meta does not have that much control over this data. It it still has a lot of control, but not as much as it used to, right? But it still has 100% control over this data. It knows exactly how many people are watching your ad, how many people are liking your ad, etc. So what Meta suggests is also retarget in-app people. Now, what does that mean? People who have either liked the ad, or who follow you on Instagram or follow you on Facebook, etc., etc. Everything that has to do with inside the app. How do you set it up? I'll show it to you. You create an audience, again custom audience, and instead of your sources you select Meta sources. See, you can see the name is Meta sources because Meta has 100% control over it. You can select Instagram account, click on next, and what you can do is, everyone who's engaged with this professional account, or anyone who visited this professional account's profile. See, what happens is, people who maybe visited your Instagram page, if you're a dog company, let's say like this, people who visited your Instagram page are on the top of the funnel when it comes to marketing funnel, right? They like your product, so why not retarget them as well, especially when Meta has so much data on them, right? People who watched your video, people who liked your video, which means they're interested in that video or interested in your product. Why not actually target them? People who engage with any post or ad, you can have a separate remarketing campaign just for this. People who saved any ad or post, you can do this. Another source is, let me go back. Another thing that you can do is video, and this is a very interesting feature. You can retarget the people who have viewed at least 50% of your video. If someone is watching at least 50% of your video, which means they're interested in whatever you were saying, and you can retarget them, right? In the past, let's say 30 days or 40 days, whatever, this is up to you. But this, again, I'm suggesting you to try this out, and you will most probably see results, because a lot of people, a lot of my peers, including myself, I were seeing results with this. So I suggest that you test this out as well. And it makes sense because Meta has 100% control over this data. All right, guys, I hope you guys really liked this video. And if you did, give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. So the next time I post a video, you guys are aware of it and it comes on your feed. That's all from me. I hope to see you guys like this in the next video as well. Thank you so much. And also leave a comment if you have any queries. I'll be very happy to answer. Thank you and have a nice day.